All right, welcome everyone. Norman Kinsey with Real Estate First Technology as your host. No co-host today, but we have a very special guest, a technology that the community out there might be interested in, and we have... Welcome to Real Estate First Technology. Well, you'll get the inside scoop from top producing real estate professionals all around the country, best practices, techniques, and learn about what technology they're using to drive to ensure their success in this world we call real estate. We have Andrew from Pitchhub. Welcome to the show, Andrew.
Norman, thank you for having me. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing amazing, man. I'm doing amazing. Life's good. No complaints on my side. My wife and I just got our new home about a month and a half ago. Finally getting the media studio set up for our podcast episodes, and it's blessings all around, man.
Congratulations. That's great.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So I think this is amazing. So right now is a video podcast. Your company is all video. So before we get into your business, tell me a little bit of your history and how are you tied into this real estate industry?
So my history is I've been in video for 20 plus years. So I've been in the video space, selling technology, just evolving with the entire streaming, the streaming companies and different applications and solutions and software, hardware, everything that has to do with video, enterprise, and then also, internet-based video. I've been doing that since the late 90s.
Okay.
And so, and I just recently got into the video market more on the real estate side, and it just really kind of lended itself to what we were building at Pitchhub. Nice,
fantastic. So what was that aha moment or the light bulb that was just like, we're going after real estate? Like this is the industry we want to work with, and tied in your skills with video, working with real estate agents. How did that happen?
So we had initial idea of, I won't go into the longer idea of what we're doing, and what we're still evolving to get to that point, Norman.
Okay.
But what we really came out with was, there's not many people doing video not as many people doing video as we thought.
Yeah.
And so where can we, what market is out there that needs to do video that can benefit obviously from it, but then also they're not so technical, right? They're busy professionals, not technical, or they don't want to be, but they need to use video. And real estate was that industry. And so as we kind of sampled the market, real estate really lended itself to what we were doing. And so we got a really great opportunity to work before we really had anything tangible, to work with real estate agents and helping them get on video, how to do your video, how to get through a video, because it's hard, recording a video, doing live is a lot easier, I think, than doing an on-demand video, telling about yourself or talking about the market or anything like that. It's a very scripted type video, and it should always be, because you want to get to the point and be very succinct. So we had built this with real estate agents. So what we built was with real estate agents. It lends itself to other markets, but it really fits in nicely with real estate.
Wow, that's awesome. So the company's name is Pitchhub. And so tell us a little bit of what does Pitchhub do?
So in a nutshell, if you're a busy professional, if you're busy and you want to do videos and you really haven't done them before, or you've done some but you want to do more, you would use our platform. So you would say, I've got a script. I need to get on. I need to get through that script. So I want to put it, just log into Pitchhub, put in your script into Pitchhub. We automatically, actually this is a device that I'd like to show at some point, but
nice.
Basically, you take your script, you put it into Pitchhub, you go into studio mode, and once you get into studio mode, the teleprompter shows up.
Okay.
And then you can record your video. It does a speech activation too. So as you're talking, you can go along with your voice, and so you can get through your script and it'll record your video, and then you take the videos, and then you can either edit them yourself, or you can send them to us, and we've got some really cool, easy to use scripting tools that tells us how you want your video edited, and then we do a quick turnaround within 24 hours to get your video ready for you.
Wow, that's awesome. I have to say that I've never seen a device, and I mean, I haven't really done much teleprompting, but it's nice that it goes with you as you go through the process of reading it? Because I know that sometimes it's like, well, I have a script, where do I put it? Do I tape it to the bottom of my camera? I don't want to be holding it. Like, I don't want them to see me reading. So I really like that that idea of having a device, like a teleprompter, that can go through the process and show you as you go.
And we looked around for a bunch of different tools for this one, Norman, but this one actually, if you can see it underneath, it's actually a cell phone.
Got it.
And your camera sits right underneath it. So as you're reading your script, or just using it as a guide sometimes too. I mean, you definitely want to go through your script a couple of times and really understand and be able to emphasize what you're going to say. But as you're reading it, it looks like you're looking right at the camera.
Wow, that's awesome. So let's get into some like challenges. So what's some of the biggest challenges Pitchhub's dealing with when it comes to realtors adopting to your technology and services?
Well, up till, before kind of COVID really, shut everything down.
Yeah.
Our biggest challenge was just, helping agents understand that if you do a video, it's going to be really, beneficial for your business. Yeah. Putting a video on your website, and you guys know more than anything, right? Putting a video on your website, getting out on social media, people get to meet you first. And so having that video, but people, it's so hard to do video, and it's really intimidating to do video. Yeah. And to put yourself out there. But obviously now it's like you need to get on video. I mean, I used to say 95% of the market does not do video just because they don't want to, and it's hard. Yeah. And the other 5% are doing it, and they're doing well through it. But now all of a sudden that, with the pandemic, that's shifted. It's like 100% of people need to get on video, because that's where he's going. They're going to your websites, they're going to social media to watch your videos, or to understand who you are and understand if they want to list their house with you or use you as a realtor.
Yeah, no, definitely. So then going on the other end, as far as advancements, like what's some of the biggest advancements in technology with your offering that can help an agent, like we were just talking about the teleprompter?
It's really the fast turnaround and the graphics and making your videos look professional. Okay. And the fact that you don't need a really high-end camera, and that you can use an iPhone, you can use a smartphone to shoot your video, those advancements just in itself. And then you can get away with a little bit more. Actually, I'm sitting here looking at my AirPods. Okay. I will do a video with an AirPod in there. It's a great microphone. It's a great way to do a video in a pinch. If you've got studio equipment, you've got some mics and stuff like that to use, absolutely use them. But nobody's going to second guess you, and nobody's going to say anything anymore, because if you're standing by a tree by your house or anywhere else, it's just accepted now that we know that everybody's just trying to do videos where they can, and it's not always feasible. So everybody think is not, they give you not turn a blind eye, but nobody just even second guesses it anymore. So advances are, cell phones, being able to use different types of equipment, and just kind of piecing things together in order to get a video out, I think is very acceptable.
Wow, that's awesome. I'm definitely taking note on the earpod. I love the concept of having an earpod and using that as a mic, because sometimes when you have a cord and you're trying to figure out where to put it and it's underneath your shirt, it could just, that's on the fly, you just throw it in. That's a really good tip for our viewers and listeners to definitely take in consideration. That's awesome. So going into like disrupting, we saw that pictures were huge, and that was something that like spoke a million words, just having a great photo. Now getting into video, and now your company is really helping the real estate community get into more video. How do you feel like this is going to disrupt the real estate industry and potentially add more value?
I think it's just going to give everybody get people more vocal. Just getting people out there. Yeah. And get them more comfortable. They're just going to see a lot more videos. And, and there's going to be a lot more live shows. There's going to be a lot. We're starting to use a streaming platform called StreamYard. And that's a really good tool, easy to use. So that's going to be a new disruptor, I think, out there in the market. But then it's going to be like what you guys do, right? So taking nuggets of information that you might have found or captured in a webinar and being able to reuse that in different places.
Yeah.
And so I think that those services, and we do the same thing, but those services of being able to grab nuggets of content, 30-second clips of valuable information. Maybe it's the earpod piece, right?
Yeah.
Just taking that and say, hey, this is a quick tip I want to tell everybody about. But being able to use that on social media and being able to publish it on multiple platforms and just really staying in front of people. And then, of course, I don't know how much of this is true, but in the next couple of years here, Facebook is not going to be, nothing's going to be text anymore. Everything on Facebook is going to be all video, which is very interesting idea and concept.
Yeah.
Where it's going. And if you think about their portal device and things like that, it's just video, video, video. Yeah. One more stat for you, Norman.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you see 10 people looking at their phone, 8 of those people are watching video.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. And I can see that because Facebook acquired Instagram. Instagram is just pictures and video. And then now as COVID is now here, and as we move forward from this, it's like everyone's doing the happy hour Zooms, and I want to see my family. I mean, my wife and I bought our home sight unseen on video. We didn't even see the house going from California to Arizona, and it's amazing what you could do and how helpful it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love that. That's awesome. So over the next year for Pitchhub, what do you see as some big maybe milestones or something that you foresee in the next year for Pitchhub that can be offered to the real estate community?
I think what we're really working on is scalability, but it's scalability and ease of use. So really what we focus on is being a very easy to use platform and being kind of our platform being that your personal editor, right? So you do your videos, we understand who you are, we understand your templates and designs. We stay as much in touch with you as possible. But then as we scale our platform, my goal by the end of the year is to do about 20,000 videos a month. And so in scaling that, we have to keep that balance of still being super easy to use and being also offering amazing customer service. Nice. And so it's just that whole kind of medium of trying to stay on that path. That's really what our goals are, is to scale the platform.
Nice.
I did a video recently about my why, and it really is. I mean, I love when people do their first video and they nail it and they're so excited about it, and then they see what it can do for their business and how professional it can look. Yeah. Even with a smartphone, that makes me happy. And then they get traction and engagement with their videos. That makes me happy. I want to maintain that, but how do you do that and then grow your business at the same point?
Yeah, definitely. No, I love that. So I'm gonna go a little off script here and ask you, for our viewers and listeners, what would be something they want to get into video? They dabbled maybe a little bit, they have the video on their phone, they've never really posted it. Like, what would be a tip or a suggestion to help someone out there to start their video journey and put their first one out there?
One of the easiest videos to do is a market update, because any realtor's got a lot of access to that data, right? Okay. So a lot of data could be put on a PowerPoint. You can make some cool graphics with it, or you can have somebody do that for you. But it's one of those videos where you can say, hey, my name is Andrew. I'm a realtor in this area. I cover, I live in Santa Cruz. I cover Santa Cruz. Here's what the market looks like in Santa Cruz. So you really just introduce yourself, 2 lines, right?
Yep.
And then you read from the script, and in your edit, you just put that, what the data is. You talk through that. And you say, thanks for watching. It's an easier video, but it's a very valuable video. So 2 videos so that would be the first one. Market update would be an easier one to do to kind of get out there, just kind of, put your on the water. And the other one I think is answering, like, oh gosh, all week I've been asked this question about, is people moving in or out of the state? Or are they moving in here? Are they house prices being fluctuated? What are the top 3 questions that you're getting right now? Which means that everybody's thinking that question and I haven't asked it. So
Yeah.
what are the top 3 questions? Do that video. That's a great video to do because they're like, oh, this person knows everything. That's exactly what was on my mind.
Hmm.
Great video to do. Everybody should do that once a week.
Yeah, I like that, definitely. So it's relatable, and then people can automatically connect, and then you can answer the questions that everyone's thinking. I love that. I think on the first one too, something that I've been using, which is really cool, is loom.com. So if you wanted to screen record, you could, and potentially even have your image there so that you could be reading it, and it almost looks like you're looking at the camera, and then you can go through the market stats as well. So something out there for our viewers and listeners that can take for their first video. So at this part of the show, we like to leave it open to you, and you can talk about something's going on, another tip, something about Pitchhub. So I would go ahead and let the floor be yours, and what would you tell the viewers and listeners?
Yeah. So, let me just kind of keep going on this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Teleprompter tool, just because we looked forever, like couldn't find anything on Amazon, and we were, you know, when we were doing these videos in the studio, we really couldn't figure out. We knew that obviously a teleprompter was needed. It was super helpful for folks to do.
Right.
And we made it web-based, so you can put in your script from anywhere, right? So it's not an app. You don't have to have a certain device or anything like that. But so if you had a web-based, so this is what we put together. But this tool is that, well, we work with the manufacturer, and now it's called a Pitchhub teleprompter tool.
Right.
Which is, it's cool for like studios at a realtor office, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, and it's somewhat, COVID-19 friendly, because the only thing you really have to do is bring in and put in your cell phone.
Nice.
Right?
Nice.
So anybody brings in their cell phone, goes into the studio, records their video, pulls up their script, and then just takes their phone and then uploads it to hopefully Pitchhub.
Yeah.
But and then, you know, basically when you've got your script here, you just go into studio mode, and then this is it working. So as you're talking, it keeps going.
Nice. It highlights what you need to focus on as far as what you're reading. Nice.
Yeah, and this highlighter really kind of, because if you had your camera up at the top, then this highlighter could be moved up here. So that's kind of where you want to focus your look.
Okay.
And then, yeah, it's actually even listening to you, Norman.
Wow. That's awesome. So is that something our viewers and listeners can actually be able to get from Pitchhub, or if they sign up for your services, that's what you would send them?
Well, they could buy it directly from our website, or from the manufacturer. Oh, now I've just got all the kids came home. Hold on, let me shut the door.
I love it. No worries. That's what it is, right? At the end of the day, COVID-19, we're at our houses and we're doing our thing, and that's just the nature of the beast. My daughter's with my mother-in-law right now, so she's.
I know it's super acceptable. Mike, you remember that BBC video a couple of years ago? Anyway, so yeah, that would be one thing I would highlight. It's a really good tool for a studio at a realtor office, so people can just come in and just shoot their videos.
Got it.
Get in and get out, right?
Nice. Fantastic. So it sounds like if they work with Pitchhub, they can then have an opportunity to be able to have you almost like an IT tech support, and you can be virtual, and they can have that teleprompter put in their phone, and then go ahead and get started, and then you're there if they need them for support, right?
Yeah. We actually are building that into the teleprompter also, so we can be that support on the other end.
Wow.
With video. So that's coming soon. So we can be the support. You can log into us. We can actually even control the teleprompter, because people now want to use the teleprompter for live webinars where they want to talk, right? But they need the teleprompter. And so, you know, things to come are be able to control the teleprompter on your phone. So if you have the teleprompter away from you.
Wow.
Because all of a sudden somebody asks a question, right? And you have to stop. And then or go back to it, or maybe it gets, runs away from you. You start going through stats, and that can slow you down in your speech. But there's a lot of cool things to do, and a lot of things that people are asking for. So we just keep building.
That's awesome. Well, we really appreciate you being on the show today. I'll make sure to have all of your links below so they can go to your website, which is here, check out your social media. and then understand more specifically what you do from your site side. I love how front and center, there you are, have the video, introducing yourself and already building that know, like, and trust factor, which is a really good way to be able to earn business from video, right? I mean, that's the best way to do it. But we appreciate you being on the show. We appreciate our viewers and listeners for tuning in today. And our goal here at Real Estate First Technology is just to have everyone take something from our episodes that they can apply to their business so they can have more massive success. So we'll see you.
I appreciate it. Norman, I just want to say something that a lot of, I got introduced to you through one of your customers, and they were super, super happy with your service, and that everything that yourself and Dan and team bring to the table. So I got introduced to you from a very, very happy customer, and they're really excited about what you guys do at Liftoff Asian for them.
Wow.
And there's actually many more customers too, but at first it was a reference that came to me about how great you guys are. So I appreciate everything that you guys do too.
Well, thank you so much, Andrew. We really appreciate it. And Real Estate First Technology is sponsored by Liftoff, and it's our goal to basically do anything we can just to be able to add value to the real estate community and have free resources and information. And this gives an awesome opportunity for the real estate community out there to have more of an intimate behind the scenes, who's Pitchhub, who's Andrew. That way it's not so much just like, hey, a sales call or just going on the website, and a little bit more cold. It's a little bit more warm. So thank you so much for that shout out. We really do appreciate it. And thanks to our listeners and viewers, and we'll see you in the next one.
Hope you found value. If you like the episode, give it a thumbs up. Comment below with what you learned. And if you go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell, you'll be notified for new podcast episodes coming out. Now, I want to go ahead and show you, if you see here on your screen, you can click join our Facebook group page, and you can go ahead and be a member of our community page. We love to be able to share what type of technology you're using on this page. And also, if you want to go ahead and do some networking all across the country, you can go ahead and network on this Facebook group page. If you're a real estate professional, focus on a specific niche, whether it's a buyer specific type, seller specific type, or a specific area. We would love to hear your story and how are you growing and scaling your business using technology to focus on that demographic. And if you're a technology owner, have a technology you want to share, and you want to be featured on Real Estate First Technology, the podcast, all you have to go ahead and do is send us an email at reversetechtalk@gmail.com, and we'll see you on the next one.